Hey guys, what's up? It's Trunks, and I'm back at you guys with another war recap. Today we had Fulmen Morte versus JTJ. As you can see, we came out with the victory in the arranged war, 82 to 80. Total percentage was 92.33. Destruction for our side to their 91.73. The Town Hall breakdown was 3 Town Hall 11s, 8 Town Hall 10s, and the rest were Town Hall 9s. As you can see, they were able to 2-star all of our Town Hall 11s. They were able to get 2 stars on most of the Town Hall 10s with a few Town Hall 10 triples, and then they were able to 2-star or 3-star all of the Town Hall 9s except for 1. On the Fulmen Morte side, we were able to 2-star all of their Town Hall 11s except for 1. We were able to pull off a few Town Hall 10 triples and then 2-star the rest of them, and then we were able to take care of all the Town Hall 9s. On our side, the Town Hall 9 play was very exceptional. We were left with a good amount of scouts to go ahead and get some good looks at the Town Hall 10 bases and have plenty of chances at the Town Hall 11s. We'll go ahead and jump into the first recap. It's going to be from Peyton. He's coming in with the Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 triple, starting off at the top with a few minions to go ahead and get that funnel. He's going to go ahead then and come in with a Shattered Goho, or 2 golems at the top. Gets a couple bowlers in behind that to go ahead and create that funnel. Brings in the second golem to go ahead with a few bowlers behind that as well. Goes ahead and wall breakers open in the middle so that way the golems will redirect into the core of the base. As the bowlers step up and start taking out some of the point defenses around the outside, goes ahead and gets that Barb King down to go ahead and finish off creating that funnel with a few extra bowlers, and then gets the Queen down behind. Has him poisoned down on the Queen and gets a jump down to jump into the first Inferno, and goes ahead and gets that second poison down to go ahead and finish off that clan castle. As the Queen steps up into the base, he goes ahead and gets a Rage down as well as his second one to make sure that they get in there to get that Inferno Tower down. Queen and Barb King step up. He then goes ahead and starts the La Lune portion from 6 o'clock on this base, bringing in 2 hounds to the first air defense with trailing loons behind. There's a Troll Tesla that pops in the corner, but the loons redirect to grab that. Then goes ahead and starts just funneling in extra loons around the base. Gets a Max Hound coming out of the clan castle to the last air defense as the rest of the loons are picking up and coming over. His second loon from the original air defense is still living and comes over and meets up with the original one. Gets a freeze down on the Inferno, possibly a little bit early, but it still works out in the end because all of his loons are at full health as they are coming through that haste to get over to that last air defense. And it's only a level 1, so it's not going to do much damage to that group of loons. He's got 2 defenses left, an Archer Tower and a Mortar left. He's got pups on the cleanup, and he's got a Lava Hound that still has not been popped with the group of loons up at the top. This point is just cleanup for that base. Solid 3-star for the Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 triple. Next up, we're going to get into some of the Town Hall 9 action. We're going to have Kelsey coming in for the 3-star here. He's going to come in with the Stone Bowler attack, get some wizards down, and a loon on the bottom mortar to go ahead and help with the funneling on this base. Comes in with the golem down at the bottom, then gets the Queen down behind it. Wizards complete the funnel at the 5 o'clock range, and then step up and start taking out some of the defenses in this bottom 6 o'clock compartment. Once the wizards take care of that cannon, the golem redirects and starts walking up towards the Town Hall area and stays in front of the Queen, so that way she doesn't take any incoming damage. He gets a second golem down at the mortar up at the top. Gets some funneling wizards on those as the Archer Tower locks onto the golems. Gets a jump down and brings in a third golem. Gets bowlers out of the clan castle. At this point, the enemy clan castle is lured out. He drops a poison down and pops a Queen ability, so that way he's able to take care and get the full clan castle down. The Queen then redirects and follows the baby dragon into the base. He's got all 3 golems out in front leading with the bowlers behind. Gets a rage down. He's able to take out 3 air defenses with his kill squad working towards that Queen and potentially getting the 4th air defense down. Has the Lava Hound come in from the backside with a bunch of loons trailing in. The kill squad does get that 4th air defense down, and then the loon basically just stands out in front of the loons, tanking the other point defenses. He's got the golem still standing. He's got the queen in the core. He's got 4 loons in hand for cleanup if he needs them, and 2 wizards as well. But at this point, this base is pretty much cooked, as half of his kill squad is still standing up in the middle of the base. We'll go ahead and put it in ×4 as this base is done. He swags the 4 loons at the end, I believe, if I remember right. But solid 3-star attack anyways. Coming up next, we're going to scroll down and take a look at number 20. We have Silent Assassin coming in. He's coming in with the Penta La Loon. Starts off first, so gets that queen down to get that builder hut out of the corner, and then start working on some of the trash since it is outside of the range of this archer tower and cannon, so she can stand out there and pick off some of these buildings and go ahead and create a nice funnel so that way his Barb King and Queen are able to get in and take out the enemy Archer Queen. He gets a minion down up at the top, 10 o'clock, to create some of that natural funneling up there and getting some of that trash down early on in the attack. Pops a King ability so that he can tank while the Queen takes down the enemy Queen. And he then just begins to start dropping loons down and coming in with his Penta La Loon on this base. Goes ahead and he zaps the top air defense. Clan Castle is lured out. He gets a poison down on it and then pops the Queen ability to go ahead and work on trying to get the Clan Castle down. But the Queen goes down early. The wizard that's in the Clan Castle ends up dying to the poison, but the baby dragon survives. But later in the raid, it gets taken out by the lava pups. He starts from the bottom at the 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock area, coming in with a ton of loons. Gets the haste down to get those loons into the first air defense. Has hounds basically waiting on each one of these air defenses as his loons arrive at them. Loses some of his loons to the baby dragon as it's still up doing work on his troops. Brings in a max hound on the backside from the Clan Castle with some additional loons trailing in on those. Lava Hound eventually pops right here, and then it will take care of the baby dragon. And at this point, he's got a few defenses left with a max hound that still hasn't popped. He's got a sweeper blowing away his loons a little bit, but he's got some trailing in from behind it, so at that point it doesn't matter. Expo on ground, so there is nothing to target that Expo for the air defenses. Seeking Air Mine comes out and pops the Lava Hound and then gives him additional pups for the cleanup. He's got pups working at the bottom. He's got the loons working at the top. At this point, the base is done and cooked for the easy 3-star. Good job, Silent Assassin, pulling out the 3-star on this one. Next up, we're going to take a look at Day of Extinction. He's going to come in. This is the Quad Quake Master. He is really good at basically dropping these to open up only a specific area, so that way his Queen can walk in and take out specific buildings instead of opening up a giant area to where she can pretty much walk wherever. But he starts with the Queen charge down at the bottom, gets some minions down to take care of the building so that the Queen naturally just walks straight into the base, and he quad quakes that open that area so that way the Queen will step into the base and then head towards the 6 o'clock area, taking out 2 of the air defenses, the Queen, possibly getting the Clan Castle out as well, and taking down all the archer towers in the middle of the base. Queen steps up and he gets a rage down on her, pops the ability when the Clan Castle comes out so that he can work his way through that relatively quick. Gets the Clan Castle down and a second rage to keep the Queen up as the Valkyries take a few swings at her. She's then going to step up and take out some of the point defense that are in the middle of the base. Gets the Barb King working down at 6 o'clock since there's only a few point defense down there. He'll be able to tank through that while the Queen is making her way down. She has both Expos on her, but she's able to work through this with a third rage down on it. He then trails in basically 2 hounds up at the top to the first air defense and starts coming in with some loons on the backside. Queen goes down, but the healers switch over to the Barb King to keep him up as he's beating through the wall at the bottom. The loons are still doing the work up at the top. Comes in with a max hound out of the Clan Castle as the rest of his group of loons are heading into the final air defense. Coming across that base, Barb King still up at the bottom working. taking out those cannons down there. Expos on this base were both set to ground, so it gives him a huge advantage coming in for the La Lune portion. But at this point, the queen is still tanking that Expo with the healers on. He lives through it and ends up surviving for the cleanup, but there's enough lava pups on this base, and most of the cleanup is already taken care of as he gets to the final portion of the base. We'll go ahead and times it for this one as he finishes up with the 3-star on that one. The final replay we are going to take a look at will be from T-Raj27. He'll be coming in with the mass hog attack on this with a few golems to go ahead and tank for them. Starts off with the queen down at the bottom. Few healers on her. He gets a baby dragon down to go ahead and create that funnel. She's going to step up, be able to take care of this queen, and then start working her way up towards the 3 o'clock area. Gets a poison down and a rage for the queen as the clan castle is cleared out. Pops the queen ability to go ahead and make his way through that clan castle and get onto that archer queen faster. Baby dragon steps over and takes a few hits and goes ahead and works that queen down. At this point, there is only the archer tower left for the remaining point defenses that can lock onto the queen of this area, so she's going to have a pretty safe walk, working her way up towards that 3 o'clock area. Gets another baby dragon down at 3 o'clock to go ahead and start working on creating the funnel on the top side. Brings a golem in on the mortar so that way it starts tanking the point defense before the queen makes her way over to that area. Gets a wizard down as well to make sure that that funnel is created nice and big. Drops the jump down and then brings his bowlers in with his Barb King from behind. Gets a rage down as he is entering the base. The healers switch over to start working on that golem, keeping them up. Bowlers are raged, drop the 2 air defenses that lock onto him. As the golem continues to tank, he comes in with a massive amount of hogs from the 7 o'clock through the 10 o'clock area. Has a heal basically in hand waiting for them when he needs to drop that to keep those hogs back up in case there's any bombs in the core of the base. Pops the Barb King ability on the backside with the golem on the healers and the queen stepping up as they are tanking through that Tesla farm on the backside, but he's holding 8 hogs in hand. Ends up actually swagging those in the end. Just completely demolishes this base. We'll go ahead and times for this one. He's got the bowlers still living. He's got both heroes up still. Actually lost the Barb King. Brings in those last hogs at the end, but at that point they're not really needed. If you guys have any questions though, or have made it this far in the video and you like what you see, go ahead and leave them at the bottom or hit the subscribe button and I'll have more recaps, more how-to guides coming to you guys. But until next time, guys, this is Trunk signing out.